The sky is about to go dark in the middle of the day, and somewhere deep in your chest, a feeling is about to rise that your language barely has a word for. The birds stop singing first, then the air turns cold, then the light itself begins to change into something your eyes have never learned to name. Psychologist Dr. Keltner at UC Berkeley has spent decades studying this exact sensation, and he calls it awe, the feeling of encountering something so vast it doesn't fit your current understanding of the world. During totality, temperatures can drop several degrees in minutes. The light turns a strange metallic gray unlike dawn or dusk, and animals begin behaving as though night has fallen. Crickets start chirping, nocturnal birds stir, your own pupils dilate, and none of it is random, because for nearly all of human history, an unexplained darkening of the sun meant only one thing. Something was deeply, catastrophically wrong. On clay tablets known as the Enuma Anu Enlil, Babylonian astronomers recorded eclipses in painstaking detail more than 3,000 years ago. They weren't documenting curiosity, they were tracking omens, because their kings needed to know whether the gods were signaling war, famine, or the death of a ruler. An eclipse wasn't weather to them, it was a message, and misreading it could mean failing to prepare for what came next. Centuries later, around 150 BCE, Greek engineers built something extraordinary, a bronze device now called the Antikythera Mechanism, pulled from a shipwreck in 1901 and still being decoded today by researchers like Tony Freeth. Dozens of interlocking gears, built before batteries, before electricity, before the printing press, created for one purpose, to predict eclipses years in advance and strip the terror out of the unpredictable sky. Now picture a hunter-gatherer band on an open plain, roughly 40,000 years ago. No myth to explain what's coming, no elder who has seen it before. A dark edge begins creeping across the sun. The temperature falls, a child starts crying, and an adult grips a spear tighter, not at any visible threat, but because every ancient alarm system in the brain is firing at once. That circuitry lives in the amygdala, the structure that detects danger before conscious thought catches up, and in this moment it cannot tell a predator in the grass from a predator in the sky. Here is the twist researcher Michelle Chioda at Arizona State University uncovered. Awe and fear share overlapping neural signatures, both forcing a pause where the mind's existing models fail to explain what it's seeing. The difference between terror and wonder often comes down to one variable: perceived safety. A hunter-gatherer who believes the world is ending feels only fear. A modern person standing in a park, sunglasses on, knowing the eclipse ends in exactly 180 seconds, feels the identical physiological spike. Dilated pupils, racing heart, and calls it one of the best moments of their life. The hardware inside you hasn't changed in 40,000 years, only the information layered on top of it has. Your ancestors ran every eclipse as a live threat assessment with zero data. You carry NASA's prediction charts before you even step outside. This is why hundreds of thousands of people now travel across countries just to stand in a shadow for 2 or 3 minutes. They aren't chasing entertainment, they're chasing one of the last experiences on Earth that can override the rational planning mind and drop a person back into raw, wide-eyed processing. The same mode a creature enters when it meets the incomprehensible for the first time. Your body is still carrying the same threat and wonder detection system that guided a Babylonian astronomer's eyes to the sky and convinced Greek engineers to build a gear-driven predictor of darkness 2,000 years before the light bulb ever existed.